Okay. Hello, guys. This is my best friend Shweta.
Hi.
She asked me to say that.
The least you could do. Serious.
Mm.
We're giving them. Okay, hi guys. Um,
So this is Shweta, and I blackmailed her into taking this video because she got the highest in our school in English for class 10. Do you have your GSA with you? She has a GS. She has an award.
no, I don't have it. It's in a box and it's sent off to India.
Nice.
Yeah, they shipped it off.
Anyways, so Shweta has very graciously allowed me to record this and give you guys some information on how you can do best for your English boards, which is coming 21st. They have some gap. 17th to 21st, they have some gap. Okay, Shweta. So, how did you prepare for 10th boards?
Hmm,
English.
right into it. Okay. Is the lighting fine? Is my lighting fine?
Yes, you do
Okay,
fine.
great. So I have to admit, I didn't take English as seriously as I did the other subjects, which I anyway didn't take seriously. But um okay, whatever. But not that I didn't study at all. I did study. I did study for it. I opened my textbook, my two textbooks. No,
You opened your textbook.
no, yes, I did. I opened my textbook. That's the first step. You gotta go right.
Okay.
Open the textbook. First step, open the textbook. You read the chapter, but when you read the chapter, some people, most people, they just read it like a story. They skip through it because it's English. It's supposed to be easy. But there are times when they ask more detailed questions. They ask really specific questions. So it is important that you know not every single part. Like you don't need to like scrutinize it, but like know most of the key points, know most of the important points. That's really important. Don't read it just like a story. That's really important. So yeah, that's how I prepared. I also actually I made this little document. Some people say it's too much. It probably is for English, but like I have this like I get scared a lot. So I made this little document and I wrote like little summaries of um the chapters that were too long or had too much information. I made a little summary of each one of those chapters. So I think that helped a lot because it let me like browse through everything really quickly right before the exam. So that helped a lot too. How did you prepare, Pasida?
So, you know how you mentioned at the start, don't just read through the textbook?
That's exactly what you did.
Yep, I just read through the textbook.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, well, if you're confident enough, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Don't like work too hard on something you don't need to work hard on. But if you feel like you want to do a little more, then yeah, go ahead and do what I said.
Oh, please, definitely. I'll knock the marks I wanted. Okay. And what about the 2 days before English boards? What did you
Okay. But yeah, 2 days before the exam, well, for English, all you can do is read. Like you gotta read the chapters. Otherwise, you can't retain any of the information. But yeah, you read through the chapters, you underline key points. But underlining you should do like before itself. You should underline the key points your teacher tells you to underline. If she doesn't tell you anything, then you're 15 to 16 years old. I think you can understand what's important. But try to underline what you think might be important for the exam. Um, Previous year papers for English is not necessary, like at all. Like I didn't do a single one. But um, for comprehension, if you want comprehension practice, then yeah, you gotta do practice because you can't, but you still can't expect what's gonna come. So you can't really study for it, but you can practice for it if you're not good at it. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
and
Uh,
writing? What do you recommend for writing?
no, writing. Well, you got to know your formats. If you know your formats, you got like 1 mark, just like that. But I think most people find an issue in like actually writing it, not the format. Um, okay, for English, I would say you have what? You have like less than 2 weeks for your exam. There's no you. I can't tell you to like get your vocabulary up or like do some reading because that's just not practical. You don't have time, and even if you did have time, it wouldn't have been the most useful thing. I would say for writing, know your formats. Make sure you write to the point. What the question asks, especially in CBSE, they give you like points. They give you points about what exactly you have to write. They give you like cue points. Follow those cues. If you want to write something more, you can, but it might go above the word limit. Don't do that. Follow the cue points. It's going to make things much easier. Don't try and go into your own explanations.
People
Okay.
recommend writing front to back for every single subject because some teachers just get pissed off.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I should be pissed off. They get really annoyed when the order of the paper is not consistent. So they might tend to like miss a question or something just because you know how some of them will mark section wise. So they'll do section A of all the papers and then section B. So if they have to go all the way to the
Yeah.
end to
Sort of,
actually find section A, they might miss the question or something.
yeah. They
That's
they they might, yeah.
the risk for all the subjects.
So just
Okay. Do you have any specific? Okay. For the literature comparison questions, how you have to compare
yeah.
two different chapters. What do you recommend? What format do you recommend?
All right. So, to compare two different chapters, there's two different approaches you can take. One is you start comparing them right from the beginning, as in like while like you don't start off like that, but I mean like I'm giving you an example. Like for a sentence, you can go like while this chapter has this chapter has this. That's not typically what I do. What I do is I start writing. Okay, I give the introduction, the body, the conclusion. In the introduction, I give a summary of both chapters. I do the like contrast from the beginning thing. But for the body, I kind of separate it into two different parts. One where I talk about the first chapter, then the second is where I talk about the second chapter. And then for the conclusion, again, I bring them together, but make it in a way I'm concluding it. I give some analytical inputs. For that, just go to ChatGPT. Actually, that's actually no. I'm
Oh,
serious.
she's the one who commented, by the way. She's the one who got really triggered by that one guy who said basketball throwing
Oh yeah,
gif.
what is that? What is that? Throwing basketball, bro. Come on.
Mhm.
Okay,
Why did you get triggered by that?
because bro, he's mine.
Oh,
Come
that's
on,
not one.
pop off. I know what it is. I know what it is. Art, art,
Anyways, uh-huh.
art.
Anyways, what if he sees this? What if he sees this and then he's like, "Oh
Okay.
my God, she's talking about me."
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Sorry,
were we
you were
talking?
talking about the format. You said first you summarize both the chapters, second you go into
Mhm.
detail about both of them,
Yeah.
contrast, and how do you conclude it?
Conclusion. Okay, so AI guys, use AI well. You have AI for a reason. Use it like for good things. What I used it for was I used ChatGPT I told ChatGPT to write an analytical summary. Okay, don't forget the word analytical because it gives you really good words and also includes the figures of speeches and the literary devices. Okay, it also inputs that into the summary. So it gives if you ask for an analytical summary, it makes it sound really nice. And when you do this, you can actually just like copy paste it. Like you read through it a few times, it gets stuck in your head. You can just copy paste it in your paper, which proves to be helpful because for people who have a hard time managing their time, you can just copy paste without having to think. So it gives you that fluency of writing, the flow of writing. So that's really helpful. Analytical summary, analytical summary from ChatGPT, guys. Lifesaver.
Also, on that note, this is something that our 12th grade teacher really tries to drill into us. Know at least one to two quotes from each chapter and just copy paste those quotes directly onto your answer. You don't have to explain it out or anything. And apparently, the examiners really, really love that. Just mug up one or two quotes every single chapter. Obviously, use it where relevant. Don't just put that everywhere. But if you think it's somehow relevant to the question, put it on. Slap
Yeah,
it on. Especially for the short answer. Because you don't have many words. This will summarize everything you have to say.
bars. Loki. They
Mm.
actually I didn't do that for 10th, but like
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
don't know
it
that
for,
for
I'm doing it for 12th.
I'm going to.
Next.
Comprehension, there's really not much.
Comprehension, you can't do anything but practice a little bit. I mean, if
Yeah,
you're bad at it,
MCQs definitely try to do it by elimination rather than, oh, I
yeah,
see this answer, it's kind of right, I'm putting it.
yeah,
Elimination is better.
yeah, because literature, you read the first option. If for literature, MCQs, if you read the first option and then you put that as a correct option, below that there'll be three other options that are also correct. So you have to pick the one that's the most suitable or the best. Because if you go, you can't, okay, you can't argue with the examiner because they're not there. But you can't, yeah, you can't do anything. So there's no point arguing or like, being like, oh, this was also correct. But you got to choose the best option out of them. I made that mistake so many times. I still make that mistake. So elimination. My
When you're reading the comprehension and you struggle with understanding it, don't keep trying to reread it. Go through it once, maximum go through it twice during your reading time. Go check the questions. Even if you don't understand it completely, go check the questions. It's very highly likely that the questions are going to be simple as compared to the passage.
yeah.
So read through the questions and then go back again if you're struggling.
Chances are the like chances are you find the answer through the questions. So
Hmm.
I mean that's good.
And what do
Um
you recommend for doing during the reading time?
During the reading time.
Hmm.
Well, personally, literature is something you already know. Like you should already be knowing. You should already be knowing because you learned it. That's the only part you actually learned. You were able to learn. So I suggest you use reading time for comprehensions. I think they have two comprehensions.
Hmm.
Whatever. They have two comprehensions, yeah.
CBSE, we love you. This is not trashing at you in any way. Please give us marks. Please give us marks.
Okay.
Zoom hates me. It never gives me whatever
Okay, what were we talking about? Yeah, comprehensions. So I read the comprehension once, both of them. I read them only one time. I didn't waste time reading it twice and thrice if I didn't understand. I would read the comprehensions and then I would go through the writings and the literatures. I would just read it. I wouldn't try to figure out the answer or anything. So I would familiarize myself with the whole paper so that not only is the comprehension um like easy for me, but I also know what they're asking in literature. I'm not panicking about it. Oh my God, what are they asking? So yeah, that's what I do.
And what do you think is the most common mistake that people make during the English paper?
Mistake during the paper.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Or for preparing our English exams, whatever.
Oh, well, for preparing, I'd say taking it too lightly. Well, I don't think they do that, right?
Yeah,
Only we
they
do
don't.
that.
We do that.
We do that a lot.
But at the end of the day, it really does. It's a lot of it comes down to chance and what kind of examiner you get.
Hmm.
You could get a very nice examiner who just wants to give you marks, or you could get a very an examiner who really likes to scrutinize your answers and takes off a half mark every time you spell. What did I spell wrong? House? I made it
Bangalore.
house. Bangalore. I forgot to put an A. It became Bangalore. I'll
God.
try to avoid spelling errors because what I do is I write really fast and then I
Yeah,
just
I think
make
our paper is really funny. No, the spelling mistakes.
my
Oh,
spelling mistakes are really fun. Okay, but please work on your presentation. For English, it has to look
that's
like
all.
it you printed that out.
Yeah. It has to look well, if you don't have neat handwriting, you can't do anything, but leave lines. Well,
Yeah.
leave lines
Oh,
after a
these
paragraph.
lines, draw lines after you finish an answer, underline keywords.
Yeah. Underline, draw lines, leave lines. Leave lines, bro, leave. I can't specify how many people do this. They write a paragraph, then the next line they leave, like they indent it, and then they start writing. I get so pissed off when I see that.
Wait, for like the long answer or you're talking for the
Oh,
short answer?
long answer.
Okay. Oh, Rohan does that.
Yeah. Oh my. Bro, leave a line. I
Um, For your long answers, leave a line, then indent for each paragraph. Divide your long answers into three paragraphs.
yeah.
Do not write one long answer. I used to do that.
They're gonna get
Uh,
they're gonna get annoyed at that.
I
Yeah.
hate that. Yeah, for short answers, leave a line, draw a line under each question. What makes a 5 mark answer become a 5 out of 5 instead of 4 out of 5?
Try to try to make it structured. Don't just throw random points here and there. A lot of people do that. I've seen that a lot of people do that. They just like like they have random ideas come in their head and they think it's relevant to the answer and they just put it. Don't do that. Have a structure. Try to think beforehand. Okay, you guys, I think for 10th, you have some amount of time. Like we're the ones in 12th, you don't have time to think. You have to like keep writing or you have to think while you're writing. You guys have a little bit time to think. Take use of that time to plan your answers before you write your answers. Because once you write your answers, if you scratch it off, it's going to look very not neat and they're not going to like it. Try to scratch off as less as you can. So for that, plan your answers beforehand and then write, structure your answers. Don't just throw random notions here and there. Another thing is if, okay, this is like worst case scenario. Imagine you don't know an answer at all. For long answers, mostly like you don't know what they're asking, like what is going on, what are these big words, you don't know what's going on. Chances are all you have to do is summarize that chapter. This is worst case scenario, so don't so don't do this. What are you doing? So
Hello.
chances are you don't have to do this. Wait, no, chances are you just have to summarize the chapter. You don't, but don't do this for everything. Okay. Don't stress out about English. It's going to be easy. It's going to be fine only. The only thing you have to worry about is comprehension, which also they won't set it too hard. They have a large population to cater to. They won't put an extremely high level comprehension. There's a lot of people writing the exam. It's going to be average. Don't worry about it. You guys are going to be fine. It's 10th grade English, bro. It'll be fine. Done? Hmm? Bye.
So bye to Shweta.
Bye. I will be back.
No, she won't.
I will be back. Call me for Hindi. Please, bro. I have so many tips for Hindi, bro. So
I
many.
didn't think so. I can't give you guys any input on it, but Christy said that she's gonna do it, and
Shit.
Shweta's gonna do it with Christy. I'm not
Okay,
forcing
time to
you.
study physics, bro.
We have physics exam this Friday. We took off time from studying for a physics exam to make this video for you guys.
Yeah.
So we
Like
hope,
and subscribe and send it to your friends.
and I'm gonna put our Instagram handles below at some point at the start of the video. Follow us, please, because I would like followers.
You can't follow me now because like I deactivated, but please follow me later. After my books. After my books. My mic.
Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay. So I kind of forgot to tell you guys this one thing, but it's like kind of important because it's actually a really good tip. There is this website called Success Series. It gives you summaries of every chapter. It kind of not just summaries, it kind of explains line by line every single chapter. It's really helpful. Use Success Series. Also, I didn't use this for 10th, but for 12th, I use this website called Lit Charts. Lit Charts. And it actually gives you the analytical summary from ChatGPT I was talking about. It gives you that and it gives you some good words to use too. So use that if you want an analytical summary, but you're too scared. You want to use AI, I think you can use Lit Charts. That's good. You can just search up your poem. It's mostly for poems because but I think stories come up too, but I think it's mostly for poems. Search up your poem on Lit Charts. It's a really good website. It gives you a good summary, and Success Series gives you a detailed summary. So these two websites are really good, and ChatGPT.